Happy Fire Alarm Friday and welcome to System Test 12. So today's video is going to be yet another system test, and I do want to start by apologizing for my absence last week. Due to my busy work schedule right now, I was unable to get a video fully produced and everything last week for the Fire Alarm Friday, so thank you to the creators who created videos for Fire Alarm Friday. I did link a few of them in last week's video there, and I do appreciate that they continue to do that and create videos for the tag and help make it a little more popular. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and continue on with the system test. So to start off, I do have a pull station here in the bedroom, as usual. So this device is an RSG T-bar, the specific model number of which is an RMS 1P TK DAL, I believe. I'll double check the model number once we get the station open. It's got a really long model number and it escapes me, but it's an RMS 1P. And I also have the institutional version of it here as well. This is another one for my collection. So you can see very similar in design. The only real difference is that one here has the key operated only faceplate and the other has a pull handle. They both use the same Cat 15 lock here. Let's go put this down here. So as you can see, this one also has the same model number, RMS1P. It just doesn't have the obscene suffix at the end here. It's just a plain old RMS1P. But as you can see, it was also rebranded by Harrington Signal Incorporated, and this is one of the oldest devices in my collection, at least in the time that I've owned it. It's one of my first devices. It came out of my old elementary school. But yeah, it lies here. So let's go ahead and move on up. Now, I do like to make my platform an educational platform in some respects, and I believe that I'll be continuing with that theme once again this week, as I've done with several other videos. And I do want to caution my viewers and younger collectors against something that could be considered very egregious and very criminal and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. If this doesn't really set bells and whistles off in your head, then I don't know what will. You're probably criminal and deserve the maximum sentence and jail time. But up here, we have a bag, which I hear makes really good hats. No, underneath that is a Wheelock MT24 LSM VFR. It's a 1575 Candela Strobe. I got the device new open box, and yeah, it's up there. Now, the reason I bring up the bag and law is because this is the bag that the device was packaged in. And I'd like you to take a moment to very carefully read this warning here. And yeah, so it's threatening that if you steal the tones of the Wheelock MT and use them outside of this license here, then you'll be sued by Wheelock, and that's the end of your YouTube career. So yeah, don't ever illegally download Wheelock MT tones. I'd really appreciate it if Wheelock wouldn't cause us any issues, as we are very few and far between in collectors, so we definitely don't need any litigation occurring there. Nevertheless, wow, it's the second time I've used that in this video. Let's continue on here. So the device is set to siren, and I do have the panel coding it to March time. The strobe on this flashes way faster than 1 flash per second, and you'll see it here as soon as we activate the pull station. So let's go ahead and give it a pull. Okay, so as you can hear, the lovely FWR that the MS5UD outputs, you can see it took it a second when we activated the alarm for the strobe to fully charge to its normal flash rate, but it's certainly flashing faster than 1 flash per second there, so I guess it's doing a good job in that regard, and it's getting a good light output onto the ceiling, so it's a decent device for 90s. I don't know what the specific date code is on this one. I didn't look at it before the system test, but it's a 1990s device, which I guess now it's starting to get to the point where it's vintage. It shows you how old I'm getting. Anyway, I'll quit rambling here. So we will need to go and grab the key from the panel so we can reset that. And so on my keyring, I do have both the original Cat 15 key here, and then I've also got notifier keys, the 17021s. Both fit this station, and they both do the same job. Oh, I wanted to show you this. While we have the station open, take a look here. There you go. As you can see, this is indeed an RMS-1P, not an RMS-1T. And it does have that obscenely long model number, RMS-1PKLDAH. And yeah, it's definitely an interesting model number, but it's a good device. It's single pole, single throw. And I got it from JJ Inc. 24. I purchased it from his eBay store. Oh, I keep forgetting. Handle's not spring-loaded. Yeah, you can open the station. The handle just falls flat. So, yeah, there is that. So let's go ahead and reset the system from the annunciator. I really do like this annunciator. It's a huge help. And you know, while we're over here in this corner, you've seen it probably in several shots of the video, in all of my videos past, really, but every time I point up here, and you'll notice that I have an emergency light. Next to it, I have a fairly yellowed exit sign, which actually the white balance on the camera is doing a great job of compensating for, but I do assure you it has yellowed over the years from being baked in the sun that casts through my window. I have had this exit sign. It's made by Howard Lighting Company, which it really looks like it's just a rebrand of a cheap Chinese unit. I've had this since 2012. I got it from a trade show that my uncle works for. I visited the trade show when it was in my city of Las Vegas, back when I used to live there, and I visited the booth and asked what the price of one of these would be, and he said, well, if you come pick it up after the end of the show, then you can have it, because it's one less thing I have to haul back. So I got this nice little demo unit. The other faceplate I have for it, I have the other arrow knocked out. If you remember any of my previous videos, you'll know that the exit went to the right instead of to the left. When you step outside this door, as you can see, there's a bedroom there, and then the hall that way. So that's why the arrow has to go that way. I've had this for quite a while. The original battery died a long time ago, so I've put my own in, and that's where you can kind of see the darkened spot in the light cast. However, it doesn't work very well anymore, and I honestly don't need it for egress purposes. More so, it's just a cool addition. So battery backup is not a primary factor in my utilization of this device. However, this battery backup is a paramount function of, and it's the sole reason I purchased this unit. I bought this back in January of 2013, and in my old bedroom, I had enough space from the door frame to the ceiling to mount this device on top of this device, and it looked kind of like a combo unit, except it really wasn't. This is just a cheap Chinese, unknown, no-name brand sort of emergency light. I've also had to replace the battery in this. This one died quite a long time ago as well, but to my knowledge it works. I haven't run it on a full 90-minute cycle yet in quite a while, which I probably should do. Maybe I'll do a video on that, but the reason I have rambled on and brought you over here is so that way we could actually push the button here. So let's go ahead and put the device in focus, or the camera in focus, and let's hit the button. So yeah, it's just basic LED, and both heads are here. One points down towards my jackets, so that way I can see those in the event of a power failure, and then the other just casts down towards these very bright lights to help combine its ineffectiveness with the rest of the room. In all seriousness, in the dark, it has helped quite a bit. When we do have the occasional power outage, it's usually my room that is the only one with light on the block, so it's due to this light. And if we come on over here, and walk past the desk, I have another one. I have a Lithonia ELM2, I believe is the model number. It escapes me right now as well. A lot is escaping me at the moment. But it's another emergency light here in my collection. I've only got the two. This one I picked up new open box from Goodwill back in 2014, I believe. And this one I have replaced the battery in as well. It's just got a standard 6-volt battery there. that I picked up from Lowe's because the original one died. It's an incandescent fixture, and if we push the button here, it also lights up, and it casts down towards my desk, so that way I can see that in the event of a power failure as well, and then it casts onto my bookshelf too. So it just provides some nice flood lighting. But that's up here as well. I also have not power cycled this in a while, so I probably need to do a deep cycle on the batteries, because it's been a while since they've had a full run there. But yeah, that's the emergency light. Of course, the fluoro light is up there too, which I don't use that much anymore with the addition of those. But I have rambled on enough for this portion of the video, so let's go ahead and grab the keys and play with fire alarms again. I figured I'd owe you some other stuff since I neglected to make a video last week. So let's bring the panel into focus. We'll go into programming mode, and of course, no password for you. We'll go into the NACS. Let's go ahead and do steady. Actually, no. Let's do California. That'll let us play with the siren tone a little bit too. Of course, the voice chip is still up there too. I might bring that back in a future system test. It's just a little bit of a pain to wire. So let's go ahead and do the drill function from the panel. Of course, it's a 4-wire device, so NAC 1 is doing the strobe, NAC 2 is the siren. Okay, that's enough of that. And let's go ahead and reset the system. And of course, all the troubles are still there. I haven't fixed those either. Alright, go ahead and button up the panel, and I think that will just about do it for this video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and thank you for staying tuned even through last week there. My school schedule does start up again on Monday, August 24th, so I will do my absolute best to make sure I get videos shot, but if there are more frequent weeks in which I don't have content to produce, I do apologize in advance. One other thing, I am also very active in the Fire Alarm Technicians and Collectors Discord, as I am a moderator over there and have been for the last few years, or 2 years now. I guess we're not that old yet. But I'm a moderator over there, so if you're ever bored, usually I'm in the voice chat on Fire Alarm Fridays, even just playing on our Minecraft server for the community. So even if I don't have a video, sometimes I'll be over there because I've got just enough time before I have to skate off to work. In any case, that's all I've got for the video today, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Hopefully.